These are my dear friends and basically family at this point. Kristen French, who has been at EOU 5 times, so we're excited to have her here. She has been a professor in the Early Childhood Elementary and Multilingual Education Department at Western Washington University for the last 18 years. She teaches courses in tribal sovereignty, Native education and policy development, racial justice praxis, and multicultural education. And you're going to learn a lot more about her background momentarily. Morning, Sean.
Hey, good morning.
Sean has been with this program also 10 years, and as has Jess, so we're excited to have them here. Elizabeth Bragg is a worker-owner of Long Herring Farm, a multiracial rural workers co-op and certified organic farm with commitment to growing food as the lives of children in our communities matter. Located, I did not even bring my pronunciation, so we'll see how this goes. Located in, I do have it, Saxuatl, Still, Aguamish, in the Upper Skagit Lands. I'm trying to learn a little bit of Blackfeet, but it all sounds like Spanish because it's my second language. We're so happy that they're here. They're going to spend the day with you and impart a lot of wisdom and provide you with resources that you can use. Friends?
Awesome. Thanks. All right. Well, thank you all for having us again. We're really excited to be here. And Elizabeth's going to start us off with our title.
Oh,
This is really nice when you have your little family working together.
and when your mom says, read the title, you read the title. So we're so happy and grateful to be with you all today and to explore the world of Cherie Dimeline's The Marrow Thieves. There's 2 novels in this series, in this world that she's built, but we're gonna mostly be talking about The Marrow Thieves. And we're going to talk about how to pack a curricular go bag, Indigenous speculative fiction in the classroom. We're gonna cram this go bag so full of curricular activities. You're gonna be like hobbling out of this room. It's gonna be so heavy, so stay tuned.
We're really excited. We're
so
nerding out, just so you know. We're really nerding out with these beautiful books. So the overview of the day, we're going to take about an hour and a half to really set the foundation and get you started on your bags. And then you're going to be working from 10:30 to noon on some, stations to pack your curricular go bags. We'll break for lunch, and, bear with me. You can thank Elizabeth for having, 30 minutes to do whatever you want with, because I was like, yeah, let's do a working lunch. Ugh.
It's kind of a working lunch, but it's a relaxed work.
So thank you, Elizabeth, for honoring everyone's, so you can go outside and walk or whatever you need. And then from 12:30 to 1:30, we'll be sharing out our adventure for today. And then we'll pass this back to Tanya and the awesome crew to bring us full circle for the day.
Great. The next thing is introductions.
Great. Go ahead, Elizabeth. This is...
No, that's you.
Oh, yeah. So...
It's like, this is
I'm sorry to the film crew.
I'm a hands talker and I just bumped the microphone. You guys are
We'll just
in for some
start
real
drumming.
editing work.
All right. So, hello, everyone. This is me. And Oki Nixagoex, Nisto Natanako Asanaki. And I just said, hello, dear friends and relatives. So we have relatives here. This is so great. And friends, some of you I've met before. Some of you I've been in community with for all these years. And some of you are new friends. And so I'm looking forward to getting to know you. I introduced myself. Asanaki is my Blackfeet name, which translates into English as Red Paint Woman. And I was named after my great-grandmother, Ellen Welch, who is also Asanaki, Red Paint Woman. And she was named after her mother, who was given a Christian name, Mary Jane Redpaint. Redpaint was her father's name. So back 3 great-grandparents sharing this name. And I have alongside here the novel Fool's Crow, which is also here. Oop, and I didn't bring my copy. Last night we did a presentation, or yesterday afternoon, about how to make Native history accessible to students through Native literature. And so we used the book Fool's Crow by James Welch. James Welch is our relative. And so he based this novel off of the experiences of Mary Jane Redpaint or Long Hearing Woman. And that's going to come back. So remember Long Hearing Woman. And so this is a picture of Elizabeth and I at Long Hearing Woman's allotment land. It's right. This isn't the actual allotment land. It's just a little bit further north. This is just a walking distance. This is Birch Creek. And Birch Creek is the boundary between the Blackfeet Reservation in Browning, Montana, and the area that was since time immemorial Blackfeet territory. But through treaty negotiations and land theft became what we consider now to be northwestern Montana. Yeah.
Oki Nixacoax Maats Ochmatsta Aki, that I just introduced myself in Blackfeet. My name translated into English is Fine Victory Woman, and I am a farmer and worker owner at Long Hearing Farm. And here's a picture of me talking with my hands. See, photographic evidence. So here you can see a picture of Western Washington University's Native American Student Union, where my mom is a faculty advisor. We invited students to the farm to learn about, build a relationship, and harvest nettles. Anyone harvested nettles in the room? Nice. Anyone know? Does anyone know what a nettle is? More. Okay. So, yeah, Tanya knows because she's allergic. So nettles are an amazing, versatile plant. I feel like, when you have like a close friend and you don't even know where to begin, how to describe them, that's how I feel about nettles. You want to help me out, Mom?
Yeah. So what's in the image here is a curricula that we shared a few years ago, which is called, and there's 3 available. Maybe they're, oops.
Should you finish your journey that will take you on today?
Yes, there are gifts at the end of the journey. These are classroom posters. They're amazing. This is from a curriculum from Valerie Segrist. So food is medicine, be resilient, evergreen trees, taste the season. I love this. I have a thing for strawberries. Anybody else love strawberries? Yeah. Strawberries are amazing. Wild Rose, actually this image where Elizabeth is talking with her hands. We wanted to put on the slide a picture of Elizabeth when she was really little. My mom made her a little pumpkin outfit. And so she's sitting on the steps of some building in this as a little tiny round pumpkin with her hands up like that, talking to her grandma. But next time when we come, we'll put that one up there. So here we go. Nettles are in this curriculum. There's all sorts of stories in the Coast Salish territory about nettles and for building strength. So what we know about nettles is that 1 cup, and I've seen different research show this, like 1 cup of nettle tea is equivalent to 300 to 500 milligrams of calcium. So you get more calcium out of 1 cup of nettle tea than you would from milk or orange juice with calcium in it or anything else. It also has a lot of magnesium in it. And so some of the powerful teachings that Valerie Segrist, I want to just thank Valerie Segrist. She's Muckleshoot and she's a nutritionist and she's done a lot of really great research. She's the one that developed this curriculum. But she also talks about, here, let me just read this, that as a medicine, I love this. Nettles can help bring the body back to a state of balance. And so she did some research with her students and herself about doing like a 30-day nettle tea challenge. And it was really transformative for her body. It just cleared up a lot of issues she was having. It was really amazing. So the nettles assist the kidneys in eliminating excess fluid. They balance blood pH. And filter waste from the body. They also support liver functions, which includes breaking down waste products and digesting fats and storing minerals and building healthy blood. So drinking nettles on a regular basis can help also alleviate seasonal allergies. So who knew that this stinging nettle that is often considered a weed or an annoyance is really a superfood and a little powerhouse. So when we talk about nettles in terms of building strength, some of the stories in the Coast Salish territory talk about, and Roger Fernandez, who does our since time immemorial tribal sovereignty curriculum in Washington, tells the story, and we have some, we'd be happy to share this with you.
We could do a whole day on nettles.
We could. So the 13 Moons curriculum that we brought also has some really great, this is out of the Swinomish Nation, has some really great resources, curricular resources for teachers about nettles and other amazing connections. So we want to...
I think that
go ahead.
One of the things that we really want to talk about is this, and that my mom and I have done together in our work with NASU. And my mom has taken this and just gone above and beyond in terms of integrating these ideas into her classroom and her teaching practice. But what we're doing here and what this picture shows is land-based learning, right? And what I do as a practitioner is not much. I just bring them. I just bring the students to the farm. I give them very limited kind of instructions, just like make sure you have gloves, make sure you have scissors, and let them go out and just do it. You know, just be with the nettles, just be on the land. And then we come back together at the end and we digest kind of that process and share out. So that's something that's informing this land-based learning that we've been doing, is informing a lot of what we're going to do today. And now we'd love to hear from you.
And we want to offer you some tea. So we're going to ask you to introduce yourselves. And then as we do that, we'll be bringing, that you're not required to drink nettle tea, and we'll pass around some honey. This is nettle mint tea. So this is nettles that we harvested with our students and processed, and some spearmint. So it kind of, nettle has a kind of a good grassy flavor. So those of you who love grass, not that kind of grass, although I did
Cut
bring
it from the tape.
edit. It's so funny because I put the nettles that we harvested in a little Ziploc, and my husband was like, "What are you taking on this? What are you taking to teachers?" Like, nettles. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so we're gonna pass out nettle tea to you here shortly.
Should I start?
Yeah, that'd be great. And as Elizabeth's bringing this to you, and as you're thinking about how to introduce yourself, we ask that you share your name, your pronouns, what brought you here today, and you know, if you're a classroom teacher, what grade level you teach, where you teach, or if you're brought here for other reasons, which we also are just excited, like what brought you here. And as Elizabeth is passing around tea, so we also brought a couple different curriculum resources. This is one I absolutely love. This is called Plant Teachings, and this is back to learning from the land. This is Plant Teachings for Growing Socio-Emotional Skills. And this is so wonderful because this is, I'm sure in Oregon is the same in Washington State, that we are linking socio-emotional learning in all aspects of also tribal sovereignty and our beautiful work on racial equity and justice. So in terms of nettles as they're coming around to you, In this curriculum, not only do they tell you about nettles and the medicinal qualities and how to harvest and all of this, they talk about learning from nettles, building inner strength. So nettles assist us in building inner strength, not only through providing powerful nutrients, but also through helping us to be more mindful. Being stung by nettles enlivens your skin and promotes circulation. It can also be used for folks who have arthritis. And Indigenous folks would actually hit themselves in areas where they had arthritis to help bring blood flow to that area. So when you get stung by nettles, it's a good thing. It may not feel like it. So the sting may hold your attention on physical sensations and assist you in being fully present in your body. We can balance rational thoughts and emotions as well as physical strength and intuition. Being in a state of mindfulness helps us to build inner strength. And so Nettle asks us 3 questions. What feelings am I having now, and where do I feel them? How are my thoughts and feelings helping me, and what are they teaching me? So today, instead of giving you time to just sit with nettles, which we've done in the past, we asked participants to just take 3 to 5 minutes to just drink their tea and get grounded and be in their bodies. So in some ways, we'll ask you to do the same as you're learning from and listening to your beautiful colleagues here. I don't want to make any assumptions that you all know each other. I'm sure many of you do, and you're all connected to this amazing space in one way or another. But we are really excited to learn more about who you are as we embark on a journey together into the world of marrow thieves. Thank you, Elizabeth, so much for delivering tea.
This is so wonderful to be able to just kind of give a little tiny gift to you, each of you. It's really fun, actually. Who wants to start? Mom, will you remind everybody name,
Yep, pronoun. What brought you here today, and a little bit about your, where you're from, in terms of school or here or what brings you.